Jen makes it all
foolproof, huh?
Yes, sorry.
Yes, exactly.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and trustees of St. George's School, I am honored to welcome you to the 2022 Prize Day exercises. We are here to recognize the contributions and achievements of the amazing St. George's class of 2022. And faculty and trustees, you may be seated. In addition to being Prize Day, today is also Memorial Day, a day when we remember those, including 52 graduates of St. George's, who bravely gave their lives in service and defense of our nation. Upon the dedication of our Memorial Schoolhouse in 1923, Major M.H. Leonard, a member of the class of 1915 and a war hero himself, spoke lovingly of his classmates who are memorialized in that building. You will have in this building a constant reminder of men who have fought for what they believed to be right. Some have found a glorious death in so doing, and they face their maker, knowing that they braved the known terrors of the earth without fear, that they gave everything they had to a just cause. There could be no greater inspiration for those who will be here in the years to come. I ask that we pause for a moment of silence and reflection to remember the bravery and sacrifice of the 52 St. George's graduates and all of the other courageous men and women who have lost their lives fighting for our country. Thank you. Class of 2022, here you are, gathered far too quickly to celebrate you and your many accomplishments. To begin today, I thought I'd take you back to a day this spring, Friday, April 1st, and it's not a story about April Fool's Day. But it was about 11:45, late morning, and the entire school was gathered in the Arts Center. We weren't there for assembly, as we often are on Friday mornings. We weren't there to attend an opening in the Hunter Gallery or for a play or a concert. It was Revisit Day, a day when students who have been accepted to St. George's have the opportunity to visit campus, attend classes, and be convinced that SG is the school for them. Thanks to our incredible grounds and maintenance crews, the campus looked gorgeous. You were all primed to shepherd these young potential dragons to classes, lunch, and everything in between. And unlike most years, the weather was actually decent. So, 11:45, the admitted students and their parents are all sitting nicely in Madeira, listening to a wonderful group of current dragons tell them all about life on the hilltop. In the meantime, the entire school, crept silently into the Arts Center. We proceeded to our assigned spots, some in the lobby, some on the sides, some of us behind the curtain on the stage, not saying a word. And as the panel ended, we heard Jasmine yell, "September!" And with that, the dulcet tones of Earth, Wind, and Fire emanated from inside Madeira, cueing the first group of dancers who ran out on the stage. Pretty soon a second group joined them, and a third, and then a group danced down one aisle and another group down the other one, the last group across the back. There was shimmying and twirling and hands waving. It was a flash mob for the ages. And then, almost as soon as it started, it was over. The music ended, and you all exited, taking with you the visiting students. And as often happens, I was left with the parents. And it was a kind of a tough act to follow. The last notes of September are still echoing. The energy is lingering. And after a pause, after giving them a few moments to settle, I said to the parents, "Listen, and this, in case this isn't obvious, we did not do that to show off our dance moves. We did it to show off the power of our community. And class of 2022, the power of that community came from you. Yes, all year, it has been all you. Your willingness to jump in, to participate, to bring your whole selves to everything you do, we do, on that day and every day has been truly remarkable. You have made this hilltop sing and occasionally dance. And after spending well over 30 years of my life in high school, I want you to know that this isn't typical. At other schools, public and private, students are often insecure or cynical or both. They sit back, scared to jump in for fear that they will look bad, sometimes even making the fun of those who do participate. Students literally become too cool for school, reluctant to engage, avoiding opportunities for fear of how they will look. And truly, I don't think we adults are always much better. The desire to look cool doesn't necessarily fade with age. You hear me talk all the time about the power of community, and I can see eyes rolling, how it's the most important work we do here. I think sometimes people assume that I focus on community simply because I want this hilltop to be a happy place, filled with dancing and barbecues and talent shows and spirited fans. And I do want all that. But what I want more is for you to go out into the world and replicate what you have learned here elsewhere. You have demonstrated immense capacity to cultivate a sense of community. Let me share some examples. You've supported each other through sad times. You show up, even when you don't exactly know what to do or what to say, even when it feels awkward and you're a little insecure. You do this for relatively small things, when someone doesn't make varsity or doesn't get a role in the school play. For bigger things, when someone doesn't get into their first choice college, or they're going through a tough breakup. And for the biggest things, the losses, the tragedies. You've pulled us together when the fabric of the immediate community or our nation has been torn. You name the problem, you hold each other accountable, you talk about it, you reassert our values, you organize walkouts, you push for change. You know that change doesn't happen instantaneously, you know it's going to take time, but you also press us to face the issue, reminding us that we can't sweep our troubles under the rug. You've tended to the small things, holding doors, smiling, making room at the lunch table. You say thank you. You are inclusive, reducing barriers to access, making sure that there are ways for everybody to participate. You've celebrated each other. I have never seen a community champion one another the way that you do. The genuine love and pride you demonstrate for your fellow dragons is humbling. You've disagreed. Unlike much of the rest of the world, you know how to engage in constructive and civil debate, asking questions, seeking understanding, learning. You know how to win and how to lose, and how to be gracious in either circumstance. You have fun, you play games, you laugh. And in this crazy post-ish COVID world, where so much SG history was potentially lost, you've ensured that our many traditions, the rituals that serve this strong community, are carried forth. One of my favorite of those traditions, which we did this morning, is singing the hymn Jerusalem. As you may have noticed, I cry every time we sing it together. I will also note that I don't need my hymnal. I know the words by heart. In her sermon last week, Rev Kirby touched on the applicability of those lyrics to our community, and I want to say a little bit more. What we know as Jerusalem was originally a poem written by William Blake titled, "And Did Those Feet in Ancient Time?" It was published in 1808 at the height of the Industrial Revolution in Britain, and then it was later set to music by Sir Hubert Parry in 1916, as Britain was experiencing the ravages of World War I. Needless to say, neither of these were particularly happy periods in British history. And while there are so many layers to Blake's poem, at its base, it draws on the long-held notion of Jerusalem as a metaphor for heaven, for paradise. It's a place of love, a place of peace. At a time of misery, when beauty had been clouded out, when the dark satanic mills had taken over, William Blake was inspiring his readers to rebuild that utopian vision in England. Bring me my bow of burning gold. Bring me my arrows of desire. Bring me my spear. Oh, clouds unfold. Bring me my chariot of fire. I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land. This will come as no surprise, but I think that paradise, that place of love Blake is talking about, is synonymous with community. You often hear me say that I want this hilltop to sing with purpose, respect, pride, joy, love. To use Blake's metaphor, I call on us each year to create Jerusalem here on this hilltop. And that, my beautiful class of 2022, is what you have done. With your bows of burning gold, your arrows of desire, your spears, your chariots of fire, you have built Jerusalem here in this green and pleasant land. And now, my friends, your work is to go out and build Jerusalem elsewhere. You've got the skills to do it. You know how to support people, how to disagree, how to hold the door, how to smile, how to love, and you've even got some dance moves. And while the idea of leaving this afternoon, of driving away from this hilltop, likely feels a little terrifying, my friends, as someone who has watched you grow and learn over the 4 years, I am confident that you are ready to shine forth upon the clouded hills. So pack up your metaphorical bows, spears, and arrows, and oh, clouds unfold. Because, my friends, you've got some Jerusalems to build. Thank you. All right, you get to hear me some more now. We are now going to move to the section of the program where we award prizes to some of the students of the class for their incredible achievements. I'm going to begin today with the Binney Prize, which is awarded to the student or students with the highest scholarship in the 6th form. And this year, we have a tie. Changyu Han and Nyan Lucian Sapers. Both of them then shake The next prize for excellence in art, the Drury Prize, goes to Madeline Lee Carlson. The Class of 1978 Music Prize, awarded to the student who through personal effort has inspired the musical life of the school, goes to Sipang Chen. Yeah! See, championing each other. That's awesome. All right, the Instrumental Music Prize, awarded to the student whose talents, dedication, and leadership have contributed most to the instrumental program of the school, Ethan Gun-hee Chung. This year's choir prize is awarded to Isabel Merriman Garnett. Oh, wait, come here. Stay. And the Wood Dramatics Prize for the student whose abilities and efforts have contributed most to the theater at St. George's is also awarded to Isabel Merriman Garnett. The Prescott Bible and Theology Prize is awarded to Augusta Christina Taylor. The Logan Prize for English is awarded to Nyan Lucian Sapers. And while he's here, the Evans Spanish Prize is also awarded to Nyan Lucian Sapers. The Dartmouth College Alumni History Prize is awarded to Changyu Han. The Reeves French Prize is awarded to Carolina Patricia Rodriguez Cisneros. The Chinese Prize, awarded to a student who has demonstrated consistently high performance in the study of Mandarin Chinese and shown a genuine interest in the Chinese language and culture while at St. George's, goes to Ethan Gun-hee Chung. The King Medal for Excellence in Latin is awarded this year to two students, Changyu Han and Bella Alin Mataris. The Edgar Prize in Mathematics is awarded to Sipang Chen. The Physics Prize is awarded to Nyan Lucian Sapers. The Ramsing Prize for Excellence in Marine and Environmental Biology goes to Lily Margaret Weber. The George D. Donnelly Athletic Award is awarded to a girl and a boy who, in the opinion of the head of school and the athletic director, possess a passion for athletics and who demonstrate the dedication and the sportsmanship to succeed in a variety of athletic endeavors. This year's Donnelly Award goes to Sophia Isabella Fisher and Damian Garcia. The Pullens Family Cup is awarded to a girl of the sixth form whose steady devotion to the high ideals of good sportsmanship has been an inspiration to her fellow students. This year's Pullens Cup goes to Grace Marie Tatarosian. The Thayer Cup is awarded to a boy of the sixth form whose steady devotion to the high ideals of good sportsmanship has been an inspiration to his fellow students. This year's Thayer Cup goes to Ryan Jerome Buckley. The Louise Elliott Cup is awarded to a sixth form girl for excellence in athletics and for promoting the spirit of hard, clean play. This year's Elliott Cup goes to Delaney Elizabeth Reed. The Samuel Powell Cup is awarded to a sixth form boy for excellence in athletics and for promoting the spirit of hard, clean play. This year's Powell Cup goes to Alpha Berry. The Centennial Prize, established in the school's centennial year, is awarded to two students of the graduating class who have made extraordinary and inspirational contributions to the school. This year's Centennial Prize goes to Julia Thayer Hasseltine and Tali Emmanuel Joseph.
do that later.
The Jeffries Prize is given in memory of Cham Jeffries to a sixth former who, in the opinion of the faculty, has done the most to enhance the moral and intellectual climate of the school. This year's goes to Sipang Chen. The Phelps Montgomery Frissell Prize is awarded to the member of the sixth form who, in the opinion of the faculty, has made the best use of his or her talents. This year's prize goes to Carla Marie Acosta. This year's Head of Schools Award, presented to a member of the sixth form in recognition of his or her faithful devotion to the school and its mission, goes to two students, Chase Mockridge and Augusta Christina Taylor. And finally, the St. George's Medal is awarded to the member of the sixth form who, in the opinion of the faculty, through effort, character, athletics, and scholarship during the year, has best caught and expressed the ideals and spirit of St. George's. This year's St. George's Medal goes to Nyan Lucian Sapers. And while the prizes are great, it's also great to recognize the efforts and achievements of the entire class. So we will now move to the awarding of the diplomas. By vote of the faculty, diplomas will now be awarded to the members of the senior class who have fulfilled all graduation requirements. Mr. Schmaltz, Chair of the Board of Trustees, will now assist me with the awarding of diplomas. I thought we covered this. Yeah. Graduating with high distinction and cum laude, Carla Marie Acosta. I think you go a little further. Alexander Eric Ahmed. John Thomas Almeida. Graduating with distinction, Isabella Helen Bellotto. Oh. Wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry. You take that one. Yeah. But you give me a... Sorry. Oh my goodness, Casey, I'm so sorry. Dorothy Christine Anicelli. All right, I'll try not to do that again. Tucker McDougall-Ballou. Jake Maxwell Bender. Tyler Christian Boone. Graduating with distinction, Hope Felton Breslin. Hope's diploma will be awarded by her mother, member of the staff, Jennifer Breslin. Graduating with distinction, Carlene Patricia Buckley. Ryan Jerome Buckley. Sophia Marie Carbone. Madeline Lee Carlson. Graduating with distinction, Ella Catalfamo. Graduating with high distinction and cum laude, Sipang Chen. Ethan Gung-hee Chung. His diploma will be awarded by his father, chapel speaker Eugene Chung. Jack Tappan Dano. Elijah Jesus Mason de la Torre. Elijah's diploma will be awarded by her mother, faculty member Sarah Harding. All right. Graduating with distinction, Caitlin Lee Disa. Lan Ding. Graduating with distinction, Cortland James Doyle. Graduating with distinction, Grace Tucker Ellison. Christopher George Elvin Jr. Joseph Anthony Erickson. Timothy Ward Evnan. Miles Flynn Fiore. Graduating with distinction, Sophia Isabella Fisher. Cameron Marie Flessel. Graduating with distinction, Amelia Clay Freilingheisen. Caroline Chase Froyo. Damian Garcia. Graduating with distinction, Isabel Merriman Garnett. Graduating with distinction, Carolyn Morel Garth. William Walker Gooch. Graduating with distinction, Florence Beatrice Graham Welton. Garrett Matthew Gray. No flips. No flips. All right, graduating with distinction, Phoebe Rowe Green. Graduating with high distinction and cum laude, Changyu Han. And Parker's parents are in China and unable to be here, so he's going to say a quick word to them. Are you?
Thanks to my mom who gave birth to me. I'm very grateful for St. George's and what my parents have done for me. Thank you.
Jackson Trevor Hansen. Graduating with high distinction and cum laude, Julia Thayer Hasseltine. Julia's diploma will be awarded by her mother, Trustee Rebecca Bliss. Graduating with distinction, Caroline Love Holland. Abigail Marie Jones. Graduating with distinction, Tali Emmanuel Joseph. Samuel Judson. Kobe Lee Jolks. Shu Violet Key. Scarlett Keen Canole. Bilal Kadus Khan. Jaehyun William Kim. Oscar Charles King. Matthew Christopher Kersonis. Juan Carlos Lacerda Jones. Graduating with distinction, Christopher Monte Lawrence. David Suvin Lee. Graduating with distinction, Mengshi Liu. Do you want to say something? And Catherine's parents are also not here, so she will say a few words to them.
I love you, Mom and Dad and my grandma, and I will be eternally grateful to have you guys by our side, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.
Logan Gardner McClear. Graduating with high distinction and cum laude, Bella Alyn Matarese. Robert Ransom Melvin. Elizabeth Henley Middlebusher. Chase Mockridge. Rehos Neopani. Frederick Hines Nottebohm. Tosan Oboteimbo. Graduating with distinction, Catherine Wenzel O'Connor. Olivia Ann O'Neill. Raymond Jude Ariano. Rocco Salvatore Pace.
There it goes.
I'm good. It's going to happen at some point. Cheryl Denise Parks. Nicole Dania Parks. Charlotte Nash Potter. Graduating with distinction, Delaney Elizabeth Reed. Graduating with distinction, Carolina Patricia Rodriguez Soneros. Bianca Ruiz. Graduating with high distinction and cum laude, Nyan Lucian Sapers. Yasmin Serrano. Riley Christopher Shaw. Layla Marie Silver. Graduating with distinction, Elias Alexander Schulte Oase. Graduating with high distinction and cum laude, Grace Marie Tatarosian. Augusta Christina Taylor. Oh. Graduating with high distinction and cum laude, Olivia Annabelle Tilsey. Pablo Troop. Khan Ali Terrell. Tyler Patrick Vigent. Catherine Makepeace Vuitton. Graduating with distinction, Catherine Sims Wachholtz. Haran Wang. Robert Wang. Marguerite Elizabeth Watson. Graduating with distinction, Lily Margaret Weber. Graduating with high distinction and cum laude, Sarah Mackenzie Weber. Christian James Worrell. Graduating with high distinction and cum laude, Zihang Sha.
This is in Chinese, I'm sorry. Hold up. 爸爸妈妈，我很想念你们，感谢一路上你们对我的支持，非常抱歉我经常不回微信。祝你们身体健健康康的，我马上就回家。
Graduating with high distinction, Jane Junghyun Yoon. Tianyi Yu. And finally, Riley J. Zier. On behalf of the school, it is a privilege and honor to declare the class of 2022 graduates of St. George's School. Congratulations, good luck, and thank you. That concludes our ceremony. Class of 2022, we will see you for the handshake line over on Cliff Field. And thank you all for being here today to celebrate the incredible accomplishments of this amazing class. Thank you.